Where are we going? Hey man, I'm asking you a question.
What?
Where are we going?
What do you want?
We're drunk Russians, man.
We're Russian?
We're drunk Russians. You stop messing my house. And we're terrified, and we're thankful. We're stoked, and we're scared. All the things, but we're elated. We are living, I guess, best way to put it. Welcome to 690 ADV, 690 Garage. Here's my son, Zane Thomas Johnson, one of the key players in this whole gig. Hey everybody, it's Billy J, Story Moto ADV. In this video, I'll give you a little appraisal on what we're doing and how far till we get to the wilds. We have been in a little place called Keller, the 690 Garage, with fellow YouTuber 690 ADV. What we're doing there is modifying our bikes.
No, you should do. Just
I slapped your scene out. There it is.
Oh, that's rude. Yeah, but they don't have my fittings. They don't have my fittings. Oh. Look at this 249 tool chest. Holy Doritos.
Yeah, see,
Is it a piece of
just
crap?
when I was homeless. Out of nowhere, we had a radical change of plan. We decided to change bikes. And not only change bikes, but change riding preferences, styles. In doing so, what we also did was caused a huge monkey wrench. Well, a fun problem, a good problem to have, but a monkey wrench no less, in that we were prepared to head on those bikes, but you know, I don't know how much you know about adventure touring. You know, luggages don't always fit. If you have, you know, soft luggage, it's one thing, but if you have hard luggages, they're usually with a proprietary rack or rack style. We've been calling it mod hell that we're in, and modifications, I mean, that ranges from adjusting shifters and clutch tensions to steering stabilizers, engine guards, electrical equipment, tire changes. It just takes a lot of time, and we kind of got to the point where like every bike needed, you know, 10 things, and so that's like 2-3 mods a night if you want to make any real progress. And so that's what we've been doing. Like, it's 1 o'clock right now, and I can't even see straight. Source of all sorrow, the 9-foot tail. We have taken it off. This is it right here. This is basically going to be part of a Halloween mask coming up.
That is goofy. Wait.
Yeah,
I am not your father.
and that's what we decided to do. In doing that, we've innovated some really cool stuff, some really neat things that don't exist yet. That we needed. 690 Garage, we are tinkering, we are tired, we are modifying motorcycles, we are doing clutches, we are molding nuts, we are molding nuts.
No, I'm looking.
Oh, black, you mean?
Yeah, but you're not using it.
Yeah, totally.
I mean,
we have added a, what is Joey, CRF 250L bash plate
Ricochet.
to the, I think it's, is it a Ricochet?
It's a Ricochet.
And we are modifying it to work for this bike. And some repurposing of other equipment, like we use one crash guard from one bike, put on another bike type thing that didn't belong, which ended up though being just a really, really cool opportunity for us to use it in a unique way. You had an extra bolt too in your last mod. I don't know. Okay. Cool. All right, we gotta dig back into it anyway. I love you. I'll be back in a minute. Moto bar. We are going to next week really let the rest of the cats out of the bag. Last week's video, check it out if you haven't. It's why we chose to actually live on our adventure touring motorcycles, something like that. And it told the why. We thought we had, but we really haven't. been clear on why we're doing this, you know, what our passion is. And so we were very clear on that.
So what is that passion? Passion? The passion, you guys? What is it? What is it going to be?
What could that passion be? What would drive a man to give it all up? Ah! What's so important? Now we kind of want to just say, hey, here's what's going on, and here's how long it's going to take. And it's pretty fast. Like, we're getting pretty nervous because it's down to the wire. We have a ton of work ahead of us, but we also are closer. So like really close. So next week we're going to divulge two things. We're calling those bikes our 9th hour horses, because that's exactly what happened. Like, you're going to war on a horse and all of a sudden, bam, you got a different one. So it went into the 9th hour. We really didn't make it, and I think it just takes a lot of time, a lot more time than I thought for sure. We're going to try to do a couple videos a week even to catch up on this content that we'll need to be sharing. And one of the things is, of course, the 9th hour bikes and the mods done to them. I am going to include one in this video, and it's just a great modification. It's a clutch modification that really and truly lightens up the tension of the clutch lever, more so than you can do with any sort of external adjustment. You know, you can buy things, you can buy hydraulic clutches. Most bikes, newer bikes today, are just really easy single finger clutches, but some of the older bikes, like the one Bonnie just bought, it's not an older bike, but it's an older style. You know, as we know, if people are buying the bike, they're not going to fix it, so they've never changed the clutch. Well, it's fine for me with my hand strength, but Bonnie's, you know, she's a lot smaller, so like that thing really started working her, and I told her to get over it, or at least I thought I did or something, but it turns out it really started bothering her hand. I felt really bad, so we dug in. We found a great mod that we're going to share in this video that you will dig. And while it looks complicated, it is not. Bonnie and I talked about it a lot before we did it, so that we knew that we were able to communicate what we were doing well and what you needed. And basically it's free, so a couple washers, but it works. You know, we pushed the envelope on the adjustment, but I think that we gained 50%. So if your wife is, or somebody's injured, or if you're just, you know, getting older, or if you're just, the bike is just too, the clutch lever is just a deterrent for you to ride, you really want to watch this tutorial and check out how we did it. We're trying to weed through mod hell and get out of Dodge. We have a bunch of plans for how we're going to share with people and how people can track what's going on.
These kind of times are difficult, but they're the ones you remember. And like a year from now, you're like, remember that time we got to be stuck out in the rain? If you can remember that when it's happening, that's everything.
In closing, people have some questions that they need answered, because what we're doing is pretty intense, you know. And so what we're going to do is, next week is Bonnaroo, my lovely wife Bonnie. She's going to answer some tough questions. After that, it's going to be Zane and then myself. We also have some questions that were asked of Oliver. It's really cool, like, to hear some of these questions. Like, it hurt reading them, you know. It did, because like I said, you know, what we're doing is not a very normal thing, so it's definitely got some big questions surrounding it, you know. And so check it out. Next week's video starts a really cool series. You get to meet Bonnie, you get to meet Zane, you get to meet Oliver, you get to meet Josie, you get to meet me, and you get to meet our bikes intimately and what we've done to them to get to doing what we're doing. We're also going to try to get all those modifications for those particular bikes on our channel, because some of them are unique and they've not been done yet, and we just had to do them, so we found a way to do it. Cool to share, cool to try. And feel free to, you know, if you have anything you want to ask us in the questions, please do, always. If you have any information you want to offer us, especially now that we got these new bikes that are a little confusing to us, with very little time to do research, everything we hear, learn, it's just a complete nugget to us, and it's appreciated. So that is it. Check out the rest of this vid. Get the promo code. Check out the mod. Let me know if you have any suggestions about the mod, or if you did it, I definitely want to know about it. Story Moto out.